you don't need cash, just come to my car. Really, stop. What are you doing? Don't hack on, no, don't do it. I'm trying to film a video. Hey guys, so today's video is very random and it's really different. I actually wasn't, once you know the story, or as you can tell by the title, I obviously did not plan for this to happen. I was actually doing like a weekly vlog kind of thing and gonna incorporate some workouts that I usually do because I've been really back into the gym and a lot of people have been asking. But a couple nights ago something happened and I really wasn't expecting it and it really scared me. And I don't think I realized the full extent until like yesterday. Like I had been looking up a lot of stuff that was related to what happened, and so yeah, I'm just gonna get right on into the video. Obviously I'm fine, nothing thankfully actually happened, but so basically what happened that night was I left my house, I was going to the gym, and I had to get gas. I had like absolutely no gas. And there's a 7-Eleven on the way to the gym, and so it was perfect. So I went to go to the 7-Eleven, and I don't know how, but I literally just drove right past it. And the road that it's on, you can't really make a U-turn until you're down, like way down on the road. So I was like, okay, that stinks, but whatever. There's a Wawa, and I can just go to Wawa. And I kind of had like a weird feeling in my stomach. Not like I was sick, but like kind of like a bad like feeling like something was gonna happen. And I was like, whatever, like, I thought it was just because I was really out of gas. Like, I was like, it's probably, I think I'm gonna run out of gas. Like, I gotta get there fast. So I get to the gas station, and I pull up to one of the only pumps left. This Wawa is always crowded. Like, there's always people there. There's usually lines to get in gas. Like, when I was leaving, there was a line to get onto my pump. So I pull up to the pump, and I'm in my car, and I'm, like, getting out my debit card. And I see there's a motorcycle on the other side of the gas pump, and I see him walking up to his motorcycle, and I don't know, something was like, he's gonna say something to you. And I didn't think he was gonna, it's not like I thought he was gonna hit on me, but I just thought he was gonna say something to me. So, but it usually is a guy hitting on me at a gas station, so that was a possibility. So I get out, and I get out of my car, and he calls me over. He's like, hey, excuse me, I'm so sorry, like, I don't mean to bother you, like, I really need, like, $10 for gas, like, and, like, he's talking about some other stuff, and he's like, I really can't let the lady see me at the front, though. And I was like, why can't she see you, like, if I'm just giving you gas money? And he's like, I don't know, she'll be mad, like, they'll get mad if, like, you're just paying for my gas. I was like, if I say like one more time, I give all 305 of you permission to slap me. Like, okay, like, let me see what cash I have in my wallet. So I go in there, I had $4. So I got it out and I gave it to him, and I said, I'm sorry, like, I only have $4, but you can have it, like, it'll get you at least to where you need to go, hopefully. Like, he has a little motorcycle, so it's not like my car. And he's like, oh, thank you so much, like, I really appreciate it. And then started talking about, like, how he was gonna go buy weed or something later, and I was like, so if you have money for weed, why didn't you have money for gas? But I don't care, like, I don't care, like, if he needed the $4, which he probably did, like, that's fine, like, it's not a big deal to me. So I gave that to him, and then I start pumping my gas, and everything's fine. And then I, put the gas pump back. I don't want a receipt, blah blah blah. I get into my car, and, like, as I'm oh, what was that? As I'm getting into my car, I shut the door, and this lady's, like, walking. Like, I'm parked like this, and this lady's walking in the front. And as soon as I shut my door, she starts waving her hands, like, frantic. Sorry, this is my eye. She starts waving her hands, like, really frantically. It was like, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And it was, like, an older woman, probably, if I had to guess, like, 55 or something, like, an older Hispanic woman. So I opened my door, which I did a lot of things wrong in this video, which I'm not saying take, like, what I did, but this has been happening so much, so I want to give my experience. But one, I shouldn't have opened my door, but I got out of my car, and not fully, but I opened it, and I kind of, like, half like crouched out or like, I don't know, stood up. And I was like, guys, obviously this was my first story time. I am so sorry. I seriously said like about 300 times and I'm very embarrassed. So I am so sorry. If you watch this, I should send you cookies. Like, let me know. Like, hi, I'm so sorry. Like, it's just me and my kid, and I have no gas. I really need money. Like, we are from my country. We don't have any money. They're sending me money soon, but I don't have any money, and it's just me and my kid. But like, I really need to get him home. Like, can you please help me? And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so like, and I literally just gave the guy $4. So I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I have no cash. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I really felt bad. Like, I wish I could have helped. And she's like, and like, then she kept pushing, and she was like, I didn't even say this. Like, when like she started like talking about like when she said, oh, like, they're sending me money, they're gonna send me money, and like we just have, like, I don't know, like, I just got like a weird like pit in my stomach, but it was like really, really bad. I was like, this does not seem right. And I'm the type where I will like, I've pulled over and talked to homeless people. Like, I help, like, I don't care. Like, it's not like that, but I just had a very bad feeling in my stomach. And I was like, okay, like, I'm so sorry, man. Like, I don't have any cash. I just gave it to someone. I'm really sorry. And then, like, that's when I really started to feel weird, because she's like, no, it's okay. You don't need cash. Just come to my car. Just come over here and put gas in my car. And I was like, what? And I started looking around to see where her car was, but she didn't say what her car was. She was like, and I was like, I don't have like any money in my debit card. She's like, just come with me. Like, just come to me. Come with me to my car. Like, I just need gas. Like, I need you to come with me. And I was like, ma'am, I'm so sorry. Like, I honestly have, like, I don't have money. I'm sorry. And I was like, I'm really sorry. And then I got in the car and I shut the door. And I locked the door, obviously. And she, like, walked back and kept looking at me. And so I stayed in my car for a second. And then, like, I locked my doors, got my seatbelt on, make sure I had all my stuff. And, like, then I drove off. And I drove, like, the way the parking lot works, it connects to a Whole Foods. So I drove. And as I was driving, I looked back to see what car she was going to. And she walked to this, like, not like a white creeper van, but like the ones that have like the weird top to it, kind of like a caravan looking kind of van, but it was very old and sketchy, honestly, like what you would think would be a kidnapper's van. And she walks to it, and I look, and in the front driver's seat was an older man. He was probably like 58, like 55, like around her age. Like, he was sitting in the front seat. There was no kid. There wasn't even room for like a kid's seat in that car. Like, it was literally the two front seats and the whole back was open. And so I drove, and the Crunch is the next parking lot over. So I was like really freaking out, and what I should have done, I either should have called the cops or I should have gone into Wawa and told them what happened. But I was so freaked out. Like, I wanted to get out of there. And then I started getting really sketched out that they were following me. So I drove to the Crunch, and I drove like right up to the door where like I got a good parking spot, and I waited and I waited and I waited. I made sure that like they like didn't drive anywhere, and I started freaking out. Like, I was shaking. I went to the gym. I called my friend for like 20 minutes, like telling her what happened, and that I was like really scared because like I was so sick to my stomach. Like, I knew something was gonna happen. And not even a week prior to this, like, I was driving, and I was just driving somewhere. Like, I was just thinking, like, oh my god, like, that's so sad. Like, because there's been a lot of kidnappings and a lot of human trafficking going on. And, like, it just popped in my head. I'm like, that's so sad. Like, all these people, like, they get dragged into it, and it's so common now. And a lot of these people, once they're gone, they're gone. And, like, you never find them. Their parents never get closure. Their lives are awful. And literally later that day, I went to my dad's house, and we went to a Tampa Bay Lightning game. And he told me, oh, like, there's been 5 more kidnappings, like, you really have to be careful, blah, blah, blah. And it was just a really weird coincidence that we both brought it up. And my dad's not the type to where, like, he worries about everything. Like, if I go out for a night, like, he just doesn't, he's not the type where he thinks something's gonna happen to you, where, like, he thinks he has to warn you. But he was even concerned about it, which made me concerned. And then, like, 3 or 4 days later, this happened. So, and then I started thinking, you know, like a day or two after this whole incident happened, you know, I don't know if the two people were connected. The guy on the motorcycle, the people in the truck, they could have been, they could not have been. I don't think so, but it was a really weird coincidence, and I didn't know if I was being over dramatic because this Wawa was there was a lot of people, and I'm thinking cameras. So I didn't think anything of it, and I started looking up like other people having similar experiences or having people approach them, and a lot of people have had them at gas stations. Sorry, I have coffee because I'm going to the gym later and I need to wake up, but I started looking up the experiences, and a lot of people, they happen at gas stations, that happen at like populated parking lots, and they make it look, at least on camera, I guess, like you're going willingly, but they just like lure you over, and a lot of them are, I need gas, like I'm from another country, and this sounds about like, it's not like, and it's sad because I help so many people, and I love to help people, like whenever I have a chance, if I have cash, if I have water in my car, like we used to have like packages made of stuff with like t-shirts, toothbrushes, everything, but now like stuff like that now makes me scared to sometimes go out of my way to do that. And I don't mean it in a bad way, but because this is so common, like I didn't even think twice to get out of my car to help her, because that's just like who I am. Like I would hope that if I really needed gas, like I know where to go, that someone would help me. And the fact that if I went to her car or if I followed her, like who knows what could have happened, like, you know, like it's just really scary. So I just think that, well, one, I shouldn't have got out of the car. I should have called either the cops or someone in Wawa. I shouldn't have gone to Crunch. I should have gone, like, driven around to make sure no one's following me, then gone home or something. I don't know. I definitely didn't handle it how I should have, but I definitely didn't expect anything like this to actually happen to me or go through something like that. And it's just really scary because I've already been very cautious. And it's just sad, like, that even happened. And then it was a woman, especially, like, you're trying to, you know, maybe sell me, and you're a woman, like, you're gonna, I don't know, it's so scary. So, I don't know, I don't really know the point of me posting this. I hope that, if anything, someone got something out of this. Be very aware, watch your surroundings, know, I don't know, just be careful. I don't know what else to say. I feel like I'm just rambling at this point, but it was serious. I'm very thankful nothing further happened. I wish that I did something so that they were caught, or at least interviewed, or I don't know the word, but like looked at, investigated. But have a great week. It is December, so I have all my Christmas stuff. I have my Christmas blanket. That candle's not Christmassy, but it's a candle. So yeah, I'm gonna get cozy, drink my coffee, do some laundry, go to the gym, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.